Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a book of questions episode. Now on Instagram, if you have me on Instagram, all.liz.well, if you're on there, you've noticed that on my stories I like to use this filter where they ask you questions, and from there they started to recycle a lot of the questions, but I noticed I had this little fancy dandy book here, The Book of Questions by Gregory Stock. We can go through a couple. I'm really excited. I love being asked questions. So I'm interviewing myself. Question mark? When was the last time you felt real excited and passion in your work? What about your life in general? How important is passion to you? Well, good thing you asked, little book. Right here, right now. I'm just glad I have the energy, I have the time to be able to put things together. And one time I heard this pastor say, what are you really passionate about? He's just like, really passionate. What are you really passionate about? Don't you think that that's there for a reason? Deep down in your heart that you're excited about something for a reason? Connect passion with purpose. Blew my mind all the way out. I'm just so grateful to be here, right here. So, next question. If you were enjoying a festive dinner at a friend's house and found a dead cockroach in your salad, what would you do? I would say something. If you're my friend, that means I am honest with you, and I can be honest and real with you. But I wouldn't do it in front. If there were other people, I wouldn't do it in front of the other people. I hate cockroaches. Here in New England, the cockroaches that I've seen are maybe like really tiny and really small. The ones in the Caribbean fly. Those are horrid. It's awful. Next question. I'm just like the worst mood thinking about cockroaches now. Is it hard for you to ask for help? If so, what about it bothers you the most? I wouldn't say that it's hard for me to ask for help, but sometimes I can be shy when I've been independent for most of my life. Not that like I'm independent living in my own place, but in a sense that like I usually get things done on my own. I would be like, okay, is this something I can do by myself? If I can't, I'm gonna have to ask for help. I don't think it's hard, it's just different, and it could be nice because then you form a team. You don't have to do things on your own. So when you ask for help, you definitely have like a team player with you, which is cool. If so, what about it bothers you the most? Doesn't bother me. Follow-up question. Who would you turn to if you needed help and why? Do you think that person would think of you if they were in a fix? It all depends. If I need spiritual guidance, I know who to go to. If I need to know how to fix my tire, I know who to go to. If I need help with, self-image or like what should my hair look like with my outfit today, that person who's giving me spiritual guidance is probably not going to answer that question. It really all depends, and it's good to have community when you need help with something. Reach out. You don't have to live a life alone. I sure don't, because that would be devastating. I wouldn't be me. If you knew it would completely estrange you from your friends and family, would you follow your heart and marry a person you love? For $30,000, would you go for 2 months without washing, brushing your teeth, shampooing, or even using deodorant? Assume you can't tell anyone why. Will I be surrounded by others? Because self-care is important. Without washing, can't not shampoo for like 5 days. Using deodorant, are you kidding me? I know what BO is like. But for $30,000 though? For 2 months, that's 8 weeks. I'll stay home. I'd say I got COVID for like 2 months. I work from home anyway, so I could probably pull it off. I mean, that's like a year's salary for people. I might do it. I don't know if I had to. Let's see. If you could wake up tomorrow in the body of someone else and assume his or her life, yikes, would you do it? If so, who would you pick? What if you'd become the real you again in a month or a year? I would probably want to pick someone who travels a lot. I really am not inspired, and not even impressed. I can't even find the word. Intrigued by some people's lives that are or aren't in the media, like Shia LaBeouf. I don't like what goes through his head, and I could actually be those thoughts if I could be him. I don't know, that was just like a really random answer, but that would be fun. To be Billie Eilish would be kind of fun too. Make music with her brother. What? That'd be awesome. I would want to do it. In a month or in a year? Depends on how long too. That'd be scary. Would you enjoy a month of solitude all alone in an isolated, beautiful, natural setting with food and shelter provided? Hello, when do we go? This sounds awesome. Beautiful, natural setting with food and shelter provided. I'd probably just go like on a hiatus. Say I'm on like a retreat or fasting for some important task in my life in this beautiful setting. Yes, I would. When has your life changed dramatically as a result of something seemingly random influence or occurrence? Do natural disasters count? Do you think that living as if you can control your own destiny is a good idea? Do you live that way? Okay. Great question. To answer the first one first, I lived through the 2017 hurricane in Maria when I was in college. So I graduated in May 2017. Hurricane happened in September 2017. I was out there. Never really lost my belongings, which I was really grateful for that. But I lost my job and I had my family out here. They didn't hear from me for like 2 or 3, I think 2 days or the day after the hurricane happened. So they didn't even know if I was alive or not. My life changed a month after that. I had to move back to New England and I met new people, I got new jobs, and here I am. I'm happy, and long story short, I would have never wanted it any other way. Everything does happen for a reason, and you roll with it and you're grateful through the whole thing. Do you think that living smells like someone opened up a fruit roll-up in here. Do you think that living as if you control your own destiny is a good idea? Yes and no. We have the power of free will, but I'm not gonna live dangerously. I'm not gonna live like recklessly. There's things that I need to get done. Oh, hello. It's finding the balance. I one time saw this meme online. I live because of memes, BT dubs. There was a meme that said, you can have any adult conversation and add the words, it's always about finding that balance and it will always make sense. What's the budget looking like? You know, it's about finding that balance. What are we doing today? It's about finding the balance. Do you think that living as if you control your own destiny is a good idea? You know, it's about finding the balance. It works. Excuse me. If you walked out your door one morning and saw a bird with a broken wing huddled in a bush, what would you do and why? I've actually done this. In the house I grew up in, I was probably a kid. I was probably no older than like 10 or 11 because it's still pretty clear in my head. This happened. It was a little birdie in my driveway, not in a bush, in a driveway with his wing that was all broken and stuff. And I'm like, you know what, little birdie, I'm gonna take care of you. You're gonna make it out of here. I wanted to be a vet when I was a kid, so that was of course my opportunity to shine. I got a shoebox, threw out the shoes that were in there, just threw them somewhere else, took the shoebox, grabbed some, I don't know if it was newspaper or grass. I put something to cushion the bird, put the bird in the box, brought it some water, I brought it some food. I put the shoebox lid on it without any holes in it. So it died. I tried to save it, but I took the bird with me. We had a really big yard. I shoveled up a hole and I had like a whole ceremony for it. It was a good time. I wonder if the box is still there. It probably is. All right, that is it for today. This was a lot of fun. If you guys have some questions for me to answer, by all means, put them down as a comment. I'll go ahead and try and go through those. Thanks so much for coming back, and I'll see you on the next one. Hope all is well.